What a flop here for Gator. Doesn't get much better than that. And he's not slow playing anything.
Yeah.
Probably like 10 cents.
Dude, yeah.
Digital David, I totally disagree. I guess I'm a little biased, but
I disagree too.
We had a picture taken recently, one of our great photographers, of a pile of different denomination chips, and I thought it looked amazing. Some of the best colored chips that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's tough to like confuse one chip for the other one. Like that's just not going to happen here on this table.
Right, and I love that it's the black or 100 green and red are the Vegas casino colors. You know.
What's life if you don't brick a few hundred K over?
We got a raise and a 3-bet and another 4-bet here.
Aces announced. Aces announced.
Batman with the King Deuce offsuit.
Nope.
Quickly into the muck.
Fold.
Josh is out.
Nice side open, Josh.
Anybody want a water or anything?
I'll take a
Water. Anyone else?
I had a.
Dylan's got a pair. These guys are super deep.
Oh, okay. Nice.
See what he decides.
It's just hard to get one through these boys.
He does want to see a flop. Pretty good implied odds. Pretty good implied odds if he happens to hit a 4 here versus a very strong hand. He is in position. Off to the flop we go in a 4-bet pot. No forward there. Not a good flop for Dylan.
Looks really good.
Ace on board.
When we switched over, we'll have a new one in a couple weeks, I think. But all right. Whenever.
Small sizing here. C-bet from Gatorwade. Pretty dry flop.
I've never played with one
You'll be
wrong.
the first of all the streams ever.
Probably take this sizing with his entire range. Get a cheap bluff through versus a lot of hands.
Like full color.
Yeah. People surprisingly were open to it.
Dylan
so
can continue
maybe we
for a
should
pretty
try
small
this.
price.
Whatever. I don't have fun.
And he does.
What do you say?
One more card.
Instinctually, I don't like it, but I don't feel. I haven't tried it, so I don't know.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
I will say it's weird because like when I play
Another bad
online
card for
poker,
Dylan.
I would never.
Gatorwade
use
happen to have
2-card
something
deck
like
ever.
King Queen,
Ever.
losing to
And
those
when I
type of
play
hands
live,
now.
And I've seen a 4-color deck, the blue card comes out for the first time, and something inside you goes.
Gatorwade checks it
I
here.
don't know what it is.
I like the other ones, you know. You have like this one, the 4-color deck, and the other one like is the whole
Turn goes
card
check, check.
is
Looking for a 4 is Dylan.
color like black or
Oh yeah, I know the one. Yeah.
that one is really nice.
Skull Mike in the chat,
But these are the ones that I use normally.
sitting in row 3B in his plane right now.
3B, that's a good one. That's a
I
good seat.
spent a little while trying to create like a whole card NFT project, and then we got to a point where we had all the art, and we decided this is really stupid, so we decided not to do it. So now I have all this artwork of different whole cards.
That ace jack
Maybe
is
it's just
chopping
those
with
hundreds
worse,
of decks.
worse aces.
Some of
So
them are cool.
Gatorwade chooses
I don't know
here.
what that means.
Like,
Like, what's a whole card NFT?
Like,
You just have like pocket fives.
It's
or
like a very
ace king
small
offsuit.
wager. Trying to get some value from like
all the suits,
a hand
all
like
the
pocket
numbers.
10s or pocket jacks.
We didn't launch it because we.
Is there like some kind of interesting aesthetic thing going on?
Well, we had like.
Trying to get a
artists,
crying call from
like,
some
we
hand
actually
like
paid,
that.
a lot of money to have like people create like really nice art.
But it's just, what is the art? It's not just ace.
Of the whole cards. I'll show you some stuff.
Yeah, sure.
We didn't go through with it. Because we got to a point where we were like, what are we doing this at? I don't know.
Or pocket 4s.
Nice one.
Scotland in the house. Hello,
And the
Scotland.
bonus.
And the bonus.
Well, he owns a gaming company that owns a bunch of casinos, right?
When he said to help
I
you,
don't know the exact.
We've seen Joe Ingram
classification of
grow
way
up
their
over the
corporate
years.
structure
You
is.
know,
Yeah.
he's been in this since he
definitely involved in
probably
the
a
business
21-year-old kid. He was
he owns
making
he
occasional
owns, like,
crazy videos on
a large
YouTube,
majority of all the
playing
casinos
50-hour sessions or
that part of,
something.
Like over, I think it's 75.
And then he took a year off during COVID. I mean, just basically went dark. People wondering, where is he? Rumors. Where's Joe Ingram?
It's not bad. It's just kind of.
Then he
like,
made his
I kind of make it.
on the button.
reappearance.
Yep.
It's like
Yeah.
I think with Doug. I think Doug got him back out,
I just think people are
wanting to do
After the next
content
one-
again.
No,
We
no,
need
no, 'cause
him.
it
We need
started on
folks
me,
like
so it'll
Doug and
No, we can just do
Joe
whatever.
to give their content.
All right, next
Okay.
person that wins it ends it.
All right, that's fine.
Win it and end it.
There's an ace for Gatorwade.
2 diamonds for Josh, so we got a little something happening
Yeah,
here.
when
The concept
Actually
is
goes
good,
check,
though.
check.
Yeah, but then
Gatorade's a tough one to figure out for
The
sure.
action's good. We don't
Saw
need-
him
I think
putting all
70
sorts of
is terrible.
re-raises in pre-flop
It's so one-dimensional.
sometimes, and
I love
other
it.
times playing
it's the best,
smaller
it's the
pots.
best ever.
I mean, yeah, you're
Getting
Saw
a
him
little
just flat
tickle
with
in your
king
heart
queen
when
on
you
a
get a
hand
little 7 and a deuce.
a couple hands
A
ago.
lot of factors.
This time he checks back. He's king on this
Everyone's
board.
horrible.
All those hands you're supposed to block
Josh
with,
turns a
now you
pair to
just
go
roll
along
anyway for
with
seven
his
deuce.
diamond draw.
Not good.
He
Jorge,
leads
what you
out
had?
for
Ace?
somewhere around 2, maybe
Bill
1.5
Bengay.
times pot.
Yeah, I bet and I check then.
Yeah, when
Josh
Eric
with a
challenged
ton of
me
outs.
to like play 10-20 at the Bellagio for a year,
Good check.
everyone was just like, "Oh my God, I hope this
You
works."
can force me to bet.
Then they both at 10-20.
I almost bet
Well,
small,
yeah,
but
either
then
they're
I
both
checked
at 10-20 or
small.
Phil's at 10-20, and he's just gonna like
Yeah.
bleed like $1 million throughout the year.
Gateway tosses in the call, obviously
Okay,
going
you watched
nowhere.
The match.
Disguises the
I
strength
I
of his
would
hand
enjoy
with a
being
check
behind
back
Phil Hellmuth
on the
for
flop.
a whole year.
Incredible.
That would be
Yeah.
really
Sinner
fun.
and Carlos.
Those would be some good games.
Great, great.
Huh?
To the river.
Those would be some good games.
Yeah.
Yes. There would be a
5
and, like,
does
the
not
list would be,
improve
like,
Josh. Now what is he going to do?
4 tables every single day.
What's that?
In a lot of
He's
spots,
playing tomorrow.
I
people
don't
talk
know,
about
yeah.
like well-known people.
I only
win
watch
rates.
whenever they have it here.
Huh?
In a lot of situations where people talk about win rates,
Blocker to
Okay.
his straight.
and they talk about well-known people,
Probably
one
not.
thing that they just don't really factor
much
in
showdown value
nearly
here.
enough is you just get straight gifts if you're well-known. And like I
Does
got
have
to
2
experience
diamonds,
that
which
because
isn't great.
like 6 years ago, no one knew who I was at all, and then I became well-known from YouTube in poker, and so it went from like I never got like random punts, like people just played like pretty normal, and all of a sudden I had to get my net out and was just like. Get the money, and I'm just like out here catching dollar bills. And Phil Hellmuth, he probably gets so much random.
All you have to do is
Because you
just
see how he
chip.
plays, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He wins money though.
he does.
Everybody wants to bluff him.
Well, it's not only that, but I
Josh
hate
thinking
to
about
say it,
things
I've
here. You
never
see him
played
taking a
with
little
him,
bit
but,
more
like,
time now,
He's a really great poker player.
like he did that
And
other
he's
hand,
an
that first
hit, though,
hand
right?
with the queens versus aces,
Why
but
is
he
he
does go for it
I
here.
think
$11,500 and
he's
gets
drawing
snapped
dead
off
in Bellagio.
instantly.
Really?
I think he's drawing dead.
He's doing that
You
what?
say a little
In
bit of
Bellagio
sauce.
10-20.
Pretty well played there by Gator. Gatorwade.
Yeah.
Check back
2-5,
on the
yeah,
flop
just
gets
'cause, like,
him
the random gifts thing,
2
but
big
there's
bets
actual,
on
like,
the turn and
pros
river.
at 10-20
$33,000 pot.
Yeah, those two have gone at it.
Well, 40 goes
I don't think I've ever been to Arkansas or
Wilmington,
Alabama.
North Carolina, so I went to college to Vegas.
Oh my God.
So
That was like 30.
you just get in the 40 and you
hours.
just drive across the whole country, yeah.
That was like 30 some hours. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bar in
Gatorwade
Oxford
raises it up
where
to
it
6-4
says, like, this is
suited.
where Bill Clinton didn't inhale.
Dylan in the straddle, pocket 10s. Call.
That's good.
I didn't know the story. He smoked weed or something?
He said
But
like,
he didn't inhale.
So there was a
Just like Elon Musk.
So someone
flop
said
for
that he
10s
smoked
here.
weed and he denied it, tooth and nail, and then a picture
Gatorwade
came
finds a
out
little bit
him with a
of
joint in his
equity,
mouth.
backdoor
And he said
flush
that he put
draw,
it to his mouth,
gutter
but he
ball,
didn't
straight
inhale.
draw,
And so that just became
dry board, small C bet.
Use that, honestly.
this was the 90s too. This was like right after the war on drugs. Like, you know, it was like
They just ramped
Obama
up.
and
Yeah.
Bush.
Trivial. No, I was going to say called, but he does put in a re-raise or a raise, sorry, for value up to
I
$1,100.
think he admits to it.
Um,
Wait,
He
really?
definitely was smoking a lot of weed in his youth.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think he probably.
Why, of course.
His personality type is just
Because he talks about it.
yeah.
And he grew up in Hawaii.
All
Yeah,
right.
it's like,
Allegedly.
yeah, it could be Kenya. You're right.
These guys are pretty deep here. Can't imagine
yeah,
Gatorwade will
sorry,
fold. He puts in
I
a
love
3-bet on the flop.
Fanning the flame on all of the
A
different
3-bet.
conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
What
what's
does
your
this
favorite
mean?
conspiracy?
My favorite conspiracy
Yeah.
theory is the 5G one. I
Okay.
love the 5G.
Is this the microchips or was this the Biden?
Could potentially do this with a
wait,
set.
Which one is this one? What's the
So
5G?
there's so many. It's like a cornucopia. It is a buffet of conspiracy, right? It's you've got the cancer, right? They're tracking you. In order to get the 5G to work, they have to microchip you, right? Like it's just.
I love the microchip one.
I don't think you love it when you have pocket 10s there. You
Also,
raise the
here's
flop
where
and
I
you
think
get
that
re-raised.
started. No. Here's where I think that started. So there was a company, and I cannot for the life of me
Gatorwade
remember
turns
the
a
name,
pair.
but they actually came out with a way to store your medical information in a chip. Okay, and so they
Does
would
have a blocker
basically-
to the
yeah,
straight.
they would
4-5
dog
is
tag you,
possible.
right?
If
And
you're
it
going to
was an
find some
RFID
bluffs,
chip, and
some
so you could
3-bet
use it to open
bluffs, I
doors,
imagine
open
4-5
cars,
would be
you
in
know,
there.
And so I think
If
that's
6-4
where
is in there, I'd have to
people took
imagine
that and
4-5
ran
is in
with
there.
it, Right?
In theory, having your medical information in a chip, if no
But
one
he
can
does
access
take
it
his-
except for like a doctor in a hospital.
I don't know if
that
it's
could be
showdown
reasonable.
value
'Cause then, like,
or
if
just
you're
check
on
it back to
content or
try and
something, then
improve.
there's, like, they have knowledge of your
Let me explain to you why that makes no sense whatsoever.
Please.
Right? If we're in a situation where we need that information immediately, nothing on that chip is going to be helpful to us because no one's going to be able to read it. And even when they do read it, it's really not going to impact the acute care that you need to stabilize the patient.
Okay,
and by then, you can get whatever you need.
I see.
You know, so
it's
This is a serious conversation going on in the middle of this hand.
there are such select situations where that might be beneficial. Like if you have some rare disease that we don't deal with on a regular basis.
A little bit of a
or
blocker
something
bet,
like
I
that,
think, here on
and
the
I
river
can't-
from
I
Dylan.
don't have any that come to mind. That would
$2,400.
really impact that stuff because when you come in, you get a battery of everything. Right? We run all the panels, especially if you're unconscious. Right? Even if you're in a car accident, we're running blood work because we don't know.
Right.
So
Oh, you're an EMT, right?
I'm a nurse.
Let's see what Gatorwade
you
wants
are
to do
a nurse.
here.
Oh, I thought you. Okay.
He's a man.
You could see all three options,
I-
honestly,
told
but
me
I love
with the
and
raise,
am
I'm not
addicted
too
to
sure what a raise
yes,
would be representing.
I have lots of things.
Okay, so you know what you're talking about.
Yes. I was a paramedic and I am a nurse.
I think the moon landing is a little sus.
You do?
The moon landing.
But that's
Would he
the
check
one that
back?
you can
Pocket
verify,
threes,
not
pocket
necessarily at
twos
home, but
on
there's-
the turn?
There's a reflector on the moon that you can shoot.
A little
with
bit
laser
afraid
and
of the
it comes
4-5?
back to you,
Okay, maybe.
right?
Tosses in the call,
Unless it's
figures
the 5G
it's good
that's
enough.
reflecting it back.
It's a 5G.
Unless it's the 5G that's reflecting it back.
Exactly what I
Tens are good.
It's easy for me to say now. You should have
I mean, we win.
Agreed. I'm taking the over on 20.
That the straddle would.
No, that is a min raise, sir.
No, that's a min
That
raise,
is a min
yeah,
raise.
the new strategy.
No.
Are the super chats
It's a
today to
min-raise,
help
but I
me
want
get
Doug to be
unstuck?
confused.
Unstuck from what?
I don't know. I'm up in life. I'm up on the trip.
Queens versus Jacks here. Uh-oh. Ace Queen for Gatorwade. So hand number 61. We will remember this one, it seems. Gatorade reaching for raising chips.
Here we go.
Batman no longer talking about science. Just flats.
Dylan with the flat. Flat calls twice, does Dylan.
Pretty surprising that this pot is not larger. Let's see what the flop brings. King 7-5, 2 spades.
Nobody likes it. See what Gatorwade does here. He's got the ace of spades. He decides to check it, though, multi-way. And now Dylan is going to stab. See how Gatorwade wants to proceed now that he's checked it. A check raise. A check raise. Mr. Dr. Batman can't love this at all.
Gator's doing this specifically because he's holding the ace of spades. He was telling a story pre-flop. Now he's getting tricky, but he has roads to continue firing here, and Batman lays it down.
Down goes the best hand. Can't blame him facing that action.
And Dylan's going to have a rocky road here for the remainder of the hand if he wants to continue. He is in position on the button, and he does have pocket jacks.
Yeah. Have you ever driven a zero-turn rental before? The lawnmower?
No right way to play the jiggies.
I never thought I would have considered buying one. But
Where is Brad? Is he out there in the streets today?
He was here earlier. He was in the morning shift.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Now it's family time, and now it's turn time as Dylan makes the call.
You'll love it.
Yeah, really?
16,000 in the middle.
It's so fun.
Where did they go for a couple grand?
Like 6.
Oh shit, that's too much.
Yeah.
I might.
Well, it
Gatorwade
depends. Do you
slows
want a
down
cheap
now.
one or do you
His
want one
backdoor
that's
flush draws
gonna last you for a while?
dreams are dead.
I mean,
You can get.
wait, the one that has a wheel, that's cheaper.
Yeah, that's way cheaper. Yeah.
If I'm Dylan here, I'm just checking back for a little bit of pot control.
I'm cheap.
Well, a zero turn is almost exclusively for like commercial purposes.
Right, no, I don't need that.
But you can get a really good riding mower.
Takes your advice.
Probably about $2,200-$2,300 bucks. Yeah.
Maybe I'll get on the used market.
Yeah.
I guess that's about as safe of a run out for the Jacks as you could possibly hope for.
Yeah, I don't think Dylan's folding to any number if Gatorade wants to fire
You just
here.
get a full-on tractor.
For no reason.
You just get a sick tractor.
Slows down, goes check, and the jacks are good.
Mr. Dr. Batman's not going to like it.
I hate both of you. I hate both of you so hard right now. Good hand. Good hand, guys. Good hand. Good hand. Good hand.
Yeah, you know, I might fight back eventually.
Are you
Who knows?
straddling?
Maybe.
You're
I think
going
it's
to
just
get
like
angry,
optionally
and you're going to
mandatory.
start strebeting me like.
Or mandatorily optional.
Josh, you shot,
Where
right?
Yes, John.
it's sometimes a straddle, sometimes not.
Ace king for Gator.
No, what am I doing? Just put that in the muck. Just throw her away.
You know that ain't getting
If it's suited and Batman's in position, he's going to make the call. Comes along with the Jack 4.
That's when you're fully off.
I don't want to know what it is.
Yeah.
but I
You
know
gotta
it's
reel it in.
And
You
even
did
more
me
in
right
this game.
last time.
Yeah, you need
This
more.
is your opportunity. How is that close to
I
a
should have
4?
played Ace King.
That's not close.
What was your question?
Corey
That's at
plays
least
turn
10 4s.
Oh, cash. Corey.
What a flop here for Gator.
He
Doesn't get much better than
I
that.
think
And
maybe
he's
like
not
half,
slow
but
playing anything.
that usually
C
will
bets to
do pretty well.
1500. Batman has a pair. Josh has top pair and he's open-ended. Absolutely
Let me double
beautiful
check that I still have.
for the man on a heater right now in the white cap.
A big fold? Was it good?
4.
That was close.
That
Oh,
is
this
much
hand.
closer. That is actually close.
Yeah.
That is
I'm
actually
sure it was a massive
I
fold.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Overbetting the turn.
Thank you.
I feel like they're so dainty
Gets
with
called.
the drink orders compared to Vegas. Like, cocktails! Cocktails?
4.
Here they're like, do you want a drink?
Sometimes they wait for your answer. Cocktails? Does anyone want a drink? They like look at you.
It's a rough card for Batman.
I'm
If he
okay.
calls the turn, he's pretty much calling
Terrified.
a river bet here from Gator.
Yeah, but it's good.
Gator
salesmanship.
not worried about the board
It's
pairing.
good salesmanship,
Knows he's
though.
good here with Broadway.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh.
$12,000 is the wager. And the Fedora is back rocking. Up and down we go. Will the chips go in the middle? Time will tell.
So much so good? She comes back,
How many
I'm
times are we
in
going to go
there.
up and down with the hat? 1, 2?
Oh, no, he said he's
I think we're
good.
paying this off, folks.
I love walking behind my friends as
No,
they're
I'm
getting a
good.
massage.
Thank you.
And then like I just told her to like kind of slowly take her hands off, and then I start massaging and start like tickling their earlobes a little bit.
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at massage, honestly.
That's hot. That's, yeah.
Yeah, and they're just like, wow, that feels really great.
Yeah.
You just start like tickling them under their armpits.
Just give them like enormous pleasure. And they turn around and just like,
Oh, I don't know about enormous pleasure. Some sort of pleasure.
The nuts.
Bless,
Well.
bless me.
I got you, brother.
You know it's coming.
What did I say, man?
The bottom card was king.
$40,000 pot for
King was
Gatorwade.
actually the one you needed. Honestly, like anyone can.
That's
get
the
an ace.
entire way. Gets called on every street.
Dustin Lee wants to see
Yeah,
it.
that's what I said.
He wants to see a
I'm
stand-up
gonna
game.
give
He
you
wants
the
to see
next
that like
WBT.
I
button
feel like
hit.
someone else at this table could probably help you better than Doug.
You think so?
Well,
We're gonna try to make all that happen.
Is there anyone in here that has won WBT? Because I haven't personally, so we probably should get somebody else.
I've never won one either. Does anyone else
Josh,
know anyone?
have you won WBT?
I don't think anyone
Pierre, have you
here.
won WBT before?
Not even close.
It's such a small tournament. No one really knows about it.
Yeah.
So
It's only 3 letters. WPT.
yeah, it's
Maybe if they did some shows online, people might know.
Like WSO.
Have you ever heard of the
Brand ambassadors,
WPT,
you know?
Andrew?
That might be good.
I've heard of it, yeah.
oh, so
I've heard of it.
anyways,
I'd be wearing
Boy,
that
have I heard of it.
belt everywhere I go, man.
This is a terrible call. This is a terrible call.
Wait, that's
It's like an actual
What kind of guitar?
This is
An
a
electric
terrible
guitar?
call.
I don't,
It's a
I
terrible
don't
call.
know. I can't play one.
Flying V?
I have no idea.
what does it look
No,
like?
not a flying V. It's like a
Draw it
Stratocaster.
like if you're on the Disney Channel and you're drawing like the Disney.
Yeah, I mean, it's the
Fun fact, Gatorwade won his final
So
hands
it's an M.
with the Queen 9.
Yeah.
You turn around, Andrew, you see what's on the wall there.
Until what time is
The
working?
Queen 9.
The Mike special.
It's one of my favorite hands.
Until what time is working?
Queen 9.
The bar? Okay.
Ace of clubs for Gator.
Dog, how many bracelets you have? 2?
3.
3 bracelets.
He's got 3.
Casual
That's
3.
crazy. How many years have you played?
Tournaments?
Yeah, in WSO.
Not many.
Now he's going to say I have a great ratio. I haven't played many tournaments, but I've won a lot of them.
Besides the
I have one of the biggest ROIs,
besides
probably.
the tag team and the
He'll get there.
100K,
As Gator
One
does.
drop,
I
what was
won
the other
a 1K turbo.
a 1K turbo.
Pair of aces.
1,500 entries. It went from
$7,800.
1,500 to 9 on day 1.
Send it.
really?
That's an extra.
You can give me a rebate if you want. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
All in all, a fabulous and entertaining stream. Gatorwade continuing the heater, as you mentioned, up 48.6. Dylan, Not too shabby coming from Vegas. Boston Jimmy finishes up 3K after donating close to 7K on a straddle.